Good morning.
How can I help you?
I'd like to book a flight to Kuwait, please. What is the nearest flight?
Okay. Let me check. Here we have a flight that is going to departure at 6 p.m.
That sounds very convenient.
What is your name, please?
Samira.
Would you allow me to drink a coffee with you?
I did not mind.
Will you marry me?
I am a divorced woman.
I have no problem with this issue.
Why do not you pursue your study instead of sitting at home? I want you to do something beneficial and feel happy.
I do not think I have the mood to complete my study, and I do not feel interest to do so. I am thinking of opening a lady saloon. I am good at makeup and hairdo.
That is great. I will support you on this. Are you happy with your new business?
Yes, but I am missing something.
What is that?
I will tell you a secret in my life.
A secret?
Yes, I miss my daughter.
Daughter. You told me that you were divorced. And you did not mention to me anything about your daughter. You also told me that you had only one sister and she passed away.
My real name is not Samira. I am a widow and I have a daughter in Libya. My real name is Mona.
Why are you saying this?
I lived in a village with my husband. We had a wonderful life. We got a daughter. Our house was near an eye-catching scene near a river. Our neighbors were also nice people. My daughter used to play with my next door-to-door neighbor's daughter. She used to play with her all the time. After a while, my neighbor's daughter used to hit my daughter all the time. My daughter used to complain. I talked to my neighbor many times, but she did not do anything. I quarreled with my neighbor several times. My daughter complained and cried a lot. I went crazy and became very annoyed with my neighbor's girl. I was looking out of the window of my house for my daughter playing with our neighbor's daughter. Suddenly, our neighbor's daughter started hitting my daughter and pulled her hair. I couldn't control myself. I became mad. I went outside the house where the street was empty. I took our neighbor's daughter and put my hand on her mouth to not shout. I took her to the river and threw her on the river. No one noticed me. I took my daughter and went home. After 1 hour, my neighbor came to my house asking about her daughter. I told her that I did not see her. After some hours, the police came to my house and asked about the girl. I told them that I did not see her. Then, they took my daughter and asked her. My daughter told them that my mother took her to the river. I was arrested and put in jail. My uncle took custody of my daughter. I asked to see my daughter while I was in prison, but my request was rejected. I went crazy and I screamed and pulled my hair. I was taken to the psychiatric hospital. I received treatment and sedatives. After some days, I recovered. While I was in the hospital, I got to know one of the nurses. I asked her to bring me nurse's clothes, but she refused, and I tempted her with money. She brought me the nurse's clothes and put it on and ran away from the hospital without anyone noticing me. I took my only sister's passport and identity and ran away from Lydia to Kuwait, impersonating my sister's name, Mona. After a couple of months, when I was in Kuwait, my husband passed away.
I cannot continue living with you. What you said to me is top secret and I will not tell anyone about it. It is between us. Sorry to tell you that I will leave you.
Samira used to work with a sales representative. He was from Egypt. He liked Samira, and since they worked together for a long time, they got to know each other closer.
Will you marry me?
Yes, I will.
Samira did not want to repeat the same mistake telling her secrets to the new husband.
My real name is Mona, and this is officially, but you can call me Samira. I have a daughter in Libya.
I did not mind.
After the marriage, Samira went to Libya and persuaded her uncle to give up Nora's custody in court to her as if she was her aunt living in Kuwait, who was originally her mother. Samira told her uncle,
I am using my sister's passport and identity as if my sister gave it to me to assist escaping from Libya. But after my traveling to Kuwait, I did not know where my elder sister had gone.
At the end, Samira took her daughter, Nora, to Kuwait. They lived together. Samira gave birth to 4 children from the Egyptian husband. The time passed by and Nora grew up. She wanted to go to college.
I want to study my college degree in Egypt.
No problem. You can go and study there.
Nora traveled to Egypt. There she knew a rich classmate from Libya. She fell in love with him. His name was Omar. He engaged her, and after graduation, they got married. Nora moved to Libya to live with her husband. After a time, Nora discovered that her husband was taking drugs and drank alcohol. She sometimes used to go and quarrel with him, and he used to hit her.
After a while, she could not stand living with him. She called in her mother. Nora told her mother the torture that her husband had done for her. Her mother traveled to Libya and met Nora's husband. She told him to divorce her and that she no longer wanted to live with him. Emma laughed and said to Samira,
You have 24 hours to go out of Libya, or I will report you to the police.
Samira did not understand what he meant, and she ignored him.
The next day, the police were looking for Samira and arrested her. Samira did not know that her daughter, Nora, told her husband that her mother had killed their neighbor's daughter and threw her on the river. She also used her sister's passport and identity to escape from Libya to Kuwait. After the investigation, the police understood that Samira's name was Mona. She officially used her elder sister Samira's identity.
What do you know about your elder sister's disappearance and why you used her passport and identity?
I don't know. I have killed my elder sister on the same day she escaped from the psychiatric hospital and buried her in their house's fence. The reason was that when the police came to interrogate my elder sister about the neighbor's daughter disappearance, my elder sister told the police, "Go and ask the daughter of my younger sister, she will tell you." The intention of doing this was that the elder sister wanted the police to catch the only sister she had because of murdering her neighbor's daughter. Then, she will be executed. As a consequence, my elder sister thought that she could take over all the money and house left to them.
The murderer mother was sentenced to death. And her Egyptian husband took his children from Kuwait and traveled to Egypt with all the belongings of Samira.